This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
And what about our Wade's World podcast?
Ugh, what about us?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lilith Hellfire. It's Saturday morning. Welcome back to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that's
The Mark with the mouth, the original one, Lil Hellfire. How you doing?
that sleepy girl.
So sleepy.
I'm sorry, Saturday morning.
I've been up since 7. It's fine. Really, it's fine.
She was like to complain.
Touche.
Anyway, this time we're taking a trip way back, covering Deadpool's first limited series, The
In
Circle.
the before times.
The Circle. Way before time, 1993,
The good old days.
when you could go outside and do stuff.
Before the internets kept us hostage.
When you had no
little rooms, being nerds, being trolls on the internet. Yeah.
when you had no good excuse for not joining your family for Thanksgiving.
Burn.
No, I don't want to give you infectious disease. Burn.
That's
All
what
right.
she said.
Oh, looks like it started there about what she said.
That was just a really nice package.
Speaking of, no feedback for this series, but for last week's or last episode's Deadpool Back in Black, Ray did send us feedback. Well, late. Thank you, Ray. So, should we start off with what Ray had to say?
Yes, let's hear what good old Ray had to say.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, our friend Ray, just preparing the visual.
Preparing the visual. That's got to be a drop, bro.
Preparing the visual, Captain. That's right. We have our friend Ray from Australia, host of many podcasts of his own, including Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, a Spider-Woman
podcast.
Yeah. Right here, the last Tuesday of every month, talking Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona.
The Sausage Fest. Okay, a Sausage Fest. It's fine. I've heard other male podcasters. It's fine.
I was going to say, was that your house two days ago? Oh.
One can dream.
And, of course, his baby, Into the Night.
The
Moon Knight podcast. That's right, the one, the only, the Moon Knight podcast. All right, so you have
honestly, I swear, I'm pretty sure that the A Spider-Woman podcast will be the Spider-Woman podcast.
Yes, we may have to talk to him about that. All right, we want to say the more, Ray. All right, so here he has some cred. So let's see what Ray had to say about Deadpool Back in Black.
Hello, Lilith and Phil. This is Ray. I just
Don't
read
say.
the Deadpool Back in Black, and this is a 5-parter. Although they're all kind of standalone issues, except for maybe perhaps the last one. A really enjoyable read. All 5 of them. Cullen Bunn really, he does have, I think, a good hold on a really good hold on Deadpool. The humor's quite light and fun and quippy. I mean, I'd be interested to see if Cullen Bunn does a Spidey, because he does a really nice banter with Deadpool. So I reckon he can probably do a pretty good Spidey as well. Just some overall thoughts. I thought, apart from the font of Deadpool, it really didn't give much of an 80s vibe, which I thought was a lost opportunity. I thought they may have used, particular coloring and certainly an art style to convey a more 80s look to the book. So that was a bit of a lost opportunity, but overall the art was really good. It was a bit more leaning towards the cartoony side of things, and sometimes it kind of made Deadpool look a bit kind of like Looney Tunes, and some of the characters. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed the art. I thought it was just fun, in keeping with the humor to the book. My favorite one would have to be, I think, issue 3 with Black Cat, and I don't even know her name. Is it just the White Rabbit or the Bunny? She's a pretty cool villain. I like her as a Spidey villain, and her zombified, virus-ridden rabbits were pretty funny to see, and also the interaction and that mistaken identity with Felicia and Wade. That issue 3 was probably my favorite out of them all. There were nice nods and references to, I guess, real timeline canon in the Marvel Universe. I mean, I liked how we do now see a little bit of a prelude to Kraven's Last Hunt, with Wade Wilson fighting Kraven and kind of giving him the idea to hunt Spidey. So that was, again, another little humorous way of tying it into the Marvel canon. Also, as well, towards the end, we were going to see it sooner or later, how Deadpool brings, or how the symbiote ends up going back into that church or chapel again, and we see Eddie Brock towards the end, which was a nice touch too. So overall, I thought it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. I really do. I do enjoy Cullen Bunn's writing. Sometimes it can seem pretty, I guess, run of the mill, but in this instance, this 5-part, it was pretty good. And having read also Deadpool's Secret Wars a while ago, when that first came out, this was a good kind of complement to that as well. So yeah, really good. I'd give this a good B+ for sure. Really, really enjoyed it. A very different flavor to, say, the Palmiotti issues that you guys reviewed before. But yeah, it's well. I think it's maybe they're on par with those zombie Deadpool comics, which again Cullen Bunn wrote as well. So it seems that I'm really enjoying Bunn's Deadpool. But yeah, wonder what you guys thought. I know we seem to have very differing opinions with some of the comics, but I can't see how you wouldn't like this for its kind of light nature. But anyway, a B+ for me. What do you both give it? Can't wait to hear. Catch you later.
Catch it, Ray. Catch it.
Catcha. I think we have to have a new nickname for him. Instead of Sugar Bear, I think it's Drop Bear. Right. Drop Bear. Right.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. So anyway, yes. Thank you, Ray, for the feedback. It's been a while since we recorded this, but yeah. Again, just so I almost can't tell if you enjoyed it or you didn't enjoy them, right? I mean, Bunn has a certain type of writing, and I think it lends itself well to the style of Deadpool, especially like this, like those flashback stories. It's like, like you mentioned, the Secret Wars and Back to Black.
Why do you hurt me so? You know I hate that one.
What?
Secret Wars. You know I hate it.
Well, he mentioned it.
I know.
Did you hear there's a drop in there?
Oh yeah, I heard it.
He's like a fan of buns.
And he cannot lie. Suck it, Kona.
You other Australians can't deny.
Suck it, Kona.
Very Ray. Yes, that Ray, super fan, podcaster. He's the complete package.
It was just a really nice package.
Have to say, Moon Knight, he puts together a very nice package. You're welcome.
Oh,
You're welcome. Take that, Ray. Yeah, now I have to say, suck it, Ray. You're on the Coda list now.
Rumpy pumpy.
Speaking of rump pumpy, this issue.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
so, yeah, there's a lot going on here, so that's why I got the synopses again.
Cheater.
I love. Oh yeah, that's like last night's Super Connectivity. Lilith Hellfire. It's like, oh, my co-hosts are cheating on me. I was like, you're the one who wanted to do Saturday. You could have did Friday.
It's my one Saturday a month.
He's all drunk and bitter. But yes, this thing, Deadpool, the Circle Chase, #1 from August 1993. Again, way back in the before time. All right, so
yeah, look at this artwork for Deadpool. You can tell this is the before times. Very generic, very 90s.
Joe Maduria. Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that Deadpool is hyper stylized now, There's these expectations.
But this one's you could tell it's very much in the era of like that early X-Force and
exactly. Ducks in a row.
Quack quack. All right, so mercenaries hunt for Deadpool on the war-torn streets of Sarajevo. Deadpool watches his hunters from a window. He suddenly attacks them to confuse them. He takes out a few from the start and then continues to fight them while making fun of them while he fights. How interesting. He finally gets all of them down. Ayo. He continues to go to his safe house and talks about how Tolliver has died and how business has gone down. He enters his safe house and finds Weasel. Weasel talks to him about Tolliver's will and how Tolliver has left his estate and money up for grabs. Deadpool says that he is there to find out what is happening with Copycat nowadays. While they talk, Weapon X arrives and tells Deadpool that he's going to be taken down. There's like one paragraph. There's like 3 like going down.
What's funny though is that Yugoslavia is not even a country anymore. So
I know. So many things have happened in the last couple decades so far.
I know.
Meanwhile, in France, Juggernaut raids a genetic research.
He's the MF and Juggernaut. Get it right.
I'm the freaking Juggernaut. He's the thwipping Juggernaut.
Whoa now. Save that for Ultimate Spider-Cast.
Juggernaut raids a genetic research facility looking for Black Tom, that culture appropriator. A man named Louis Bank tells him...
Louis C.K.? What now?
Hell! Yes, he was on hand to tell Juggernaut.
What do you think about that, Kona?
Suck it, Kona.
Suck it, Kona.
And he was told as he expected, and that he was told Mr. Foley that Tolliver wanted Black Tom taken care of. Bank tells Juggernaut that he has taken good care of his partner for the last few months. He opens the door to Black Tom's room, and Juggernaut is surprised by what he sees inside. In India, a man named Nico runs from mercenaries. He is the brother of Pikachu, Tyler's right-hand man. He shoots the mercenaries and then runs into a man named Courier. Courier says that Nico is a good source of information on Tolliver's will. Nico says he knows nothing about it. He then gives Courier a message to give to Deadpool. He said it is from the executive elite, and they want Deadpool killed.
Eat the rich!
Enough going on for you yet, kids? In Sarajevo, Weapon X fights Deadpool. They are both looking for information, and this is what they are fighting each other to try to get. The only problem is that neither one has the information the other is needing. They tear up the place, and then Weasel finally stops them and brings this realization to them. They bicker, and then Weapon X walks to the door to leave. He then tells Deadpool that Slayback, that's a 90s name, has been found alive and that he is coming after them. In Department K, a man in an overcoat walks the hallways at night. A security guard tries to stop him, and the man turns to confront him, and the guard falls down dead. The man makes it to the records room and slices off the door. He opens a drawer that shows both Deadpool and Garrison Kane were a part of the Weapon X training program in 1986. The man smiles as he opens both
Hey,
valves.
that was a great year.
No, I know. A lot of the special ladies I know were born that year. The man smiles as he opens both valves, and it turns out to be Slayback. Juggernaut asks Bank what they have done to Black Tom. Bank replies that Tolliver brought Tom to them, and Tom was full of holes. Shut up, Lilith, from his last battle. Juggernaut walks up to Black Tom, who turns to greet his friend. Black Tom rises and shows that he has been grotesquely scarred from the genetic processes that Bank had him undergo to save his life. He then tells Juggernaut that he is ready to fight whoever he is supposed to kill. Wonder who that could be.
Send in the clown.
So what did you think, Lilith Hellfire? Very 90s.
I actually, it is, but I kind of resent that Deadpool is like kind of slapstick, because this was like very like political intrigue, thriller, lots of action. And while I love my Deadpool that I've come to know and love over the years, this was an interesting take as his first mini series.
Yeah, and again, it's just like, I think we've kind of gotten away from that, but it's like, I think like the take it that, especially back in the day, was like, just the...
Because he was a Deathstroke ripoff, get it?
Well, no, just the whole process, made his mind very goofy. The healing factor just like messes with his mind too.
And like some people use it and some people don't, so that's why it's just like, it's not like one of those hard fast rules like Superman has to fly, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have any hard fast rules. I feel like over the years, or if he did over the years, it has eroded because people just write Deadpool how they want. There's no convention of Deadpool. There's no editor.
Like
just
that.
do what you want.
It's
Make
like
it cash grabby.
I remember 1993. They're like, yeah, unless people have been reading X-Force, nobody knows his character. Go ahead, kid, do whatever you want to do.
Touche.
I mean, again, because it's like he wasn't the cash cow he was now. Nah.
Yeah, I could go for a miniseries where it's a little more serious, a little more somber. Yeah. Kind of like the zombie stories we kind of did. They were kind of somber.
And I mean, you really can't toss stones because it is written by Fabian, one of his dads.
Yeah.
It's like.
And so, like, you can kind of see his initial vision for Deadpool versus what it turned out to be.
Exactly. It's probably just the 90s kid in me, but I love the art.
Oh, yeah, the art's great.
Mm-hmm.
Story's jam-packed, too. Like, 4 issues. In modern comics, this would be 12 issue maxi series all day. Modern comics could never.
Oh, yeah, they'd have to hit every continent on the planet. Oh, yeah. This is definitely yes, certain people these days could never do this in 4.
Spend it.
I was waiting for it.
Damn button. But yeah. All right, so do you want to get to issue 2?
Wait, hold on, because there was there there's, you know what, though? There's a lot of, like, splash pages in this, interestingly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just jumps right into it. So he really does. So the artist really got showcased in this one. And I like the Juggernaut, the artistic take on Juggernaut, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I'm such a fan. I love all your appearances. Uncanny X-Men 183, Thor 411. All right. Oh, I'm going to... Yeah, issue 2, September 1993. Rabbit season, duck season. All right.
Ducks are a theme, apparently. So
the Marvel database has, again, this is all in honor of Lilith Hellfire, the quote from this issue. Did he say Jughead Knot? Is that someone who searches for the Archies?
I feel so personally attacked. I just came out to have a good time, and honestly, I feel so attacked right now.
Okay, Jughead Knot.
All right, so.
Cairo, Egypt, baby. I can't believe you're reading from the Marvel database, by the way.
Well, I was just trying to find any summaries. All right. Mr. Gezbada runs from mercenaries down the streets of Cairo. He is finally stopped, and they ask him for his briefcase that he's carrying. He hands it to them, and suddenly Deadpool swoops in and grabs a hold of it. He tells them that he is taking the case. They shoot at him, and he turns and returns fire. Mr. Gezbada tells Deadpool that the case holds a disc showing information about Tolliver's will. He says a man named Mr. Foley gave it to him, and he also says that the prize at the end of this chase to get Tolliver's will is the most powerful weapon on the planet. Suddenly, Juggernaut busts down the wall and tries to attack Deadpool.
Oh, yeah!
Hey, man, maybe he is related to the Kool-Aid Man. You know, Kool-Aid Man has a Marvel comic book. I'm just saying. We should get Charlie Esther on that super connected theory.
That's true. Oh, my God. And that would mean through marriage, Professor X is related to the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah!
Charlie must write an article about this. He must.
Yes. We'll tell him later. He dodges, and then he is almost blasted by Black Tom Cassidy, who has also shown up. Deadpool runs and drops the case.
What's new? Oh, yes.
Black Tom goes to Mr. Gezbada and asks him about the will. Oh, Lord. In New Jersey, that hive of scum and villainy, Sluggo greets
Every time.
Every
You
time.
need a button for it at this point.
Seriously. Sluggo greets Mrs. Carlisle at her home. He asks her if she has heard from her daughter, Vanessa, recently. She tells him no. Vanessa?
That's you?
No, she's playing skee ball and strapping it on. She tells him no.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Nobody tell Rob.
You know, strapping on the hardware, the guns, you know what I'm talking about.
Nobody tell Rob. The hardware rabbit ears. Yoing, yoing, yoing.
The missiles, you know? And he apologizes and turns to leave. Then a noose wraps around his neck and lifts him off the ground. Vanessa is on the roof of her mother's home and tells Sluggo that he is going to pay for what he did when he
killed her best friend Tina Valentino. Oh, by the way, back in X-Force issue number 22.
Thank you, Lilith. He tells her that Deadpool's been looking for her. She then grabs him and throws him through her mother's window and tells her to call the police. She then takes off to go find Tolliver's will and be rich and happy. Meanwhile, Courier meets with a man named Mr. Bashir. Bashir asks what his assignment is, and Courier says that he has an order from the executive elite to take out a hit on Deadpool. Copycat.
I love how they specifically show it's a Chevy, by the way, but I'll just let that go.
Take out a hit on Deadpool, Copycat, and Cable for the death of Nico's brother Pika. The fee for doing this is information that will give Mr. Basher a good advantage in finding Tolliver's will. Basher tells Courier that he has a deal and that Deadpool had better say his prayers as he is first on the list. In Cairo Airport, Black Tom and Juggernaut board a plane to leave Cairo to go to Dublin. Deadpool calls Weasel from the airport, and Weasel tells him the flight that Tom and Juggernaut are leaving on, and then says that he is leaving right then. Deadpool races out on the tarmac as the plane is about to fly. He jumps on the wheel and climbs in the plane as it starts its ascent. Black Tom is about to order a Bloody Mary as Deadpool blasts through the plane's floor. He hits the briefcase and the overhead luggage, and they all go after it. Deadpool then throws grenades at the plane's door since Tom is standing in front of it, and it blows open and sucks Tom out. Juggernaut goes jumping out after him. Deadpool closes the door, then gets the disc with all the information on it. He then turns to everyone and tells them to order drinks and that the plane is officially hijacked. In Maine, Weapon X returns home. He gets off the boat and walks inside. He is greeted by Slayback. Slayback grabs his throat and tells them that that he's looking for Deadpool. He says that he wants to know, and he will let Kane live if he tells him. He also says that he has waited 10 years to come back from the dead, and he wants to see Deadpool dead, and he wants to be the one to do it.
Good luck with that.
I know.
I didn't know that this series was called Slayback.
Tolliver's will.
Okay. So my favorite thing from this issue is the license plate that when Vanessa goes out to the car, it says Mad 493.
Oh yeah.
It was just like, okay, I'm sure that means something, but just the fact, like, you mad, bro? Because she was mad.
I was gonna say April '93 something, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, she kind of suspiciously looks like Mystique and Rogue had a baby. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
She's lighter. She's a lighter shade of blue, and she has the white hair. Yeah.
With the red, yeah. Just saying, something to think about.
Has that '90s body. Yes. Hey.
God, look how huge Juggernaut is in the plane.
I know, man. It's like the Hulk. Although he's usually huge like that. I mean, it depends on the artist, but
yeah, like his shoulders. That shoulder to waist ratio. Let me tell you.
I know. Look at his head, man.
No wonder he wears that helmet.
His hands, everything are just like
everything's very disproportionate. And notice we see no feet.
Although I guess, again, realistically, that could happen because it is mystical. So I guess it's possible.
Is that the price of magic? A wonky body ratio?
A pinhead. Oh my lord! And he's a ginger here, Lilith Hellfire.
I don't appreciate it. Giving gingers a bad name.
I just love.
It's awful too. Like I just thought about how much of a ginger file I am because I was like, who's my favorite freaking South Park character? Kyle. It's just subconsciously just seeps in. It's messed up.
Oh my lord.
Anyway, yeah. This had a lot of great kinetic movement in the action panels.
Oh yeah.
But being on a plane, wow. That was a choice.
I know, just him blasting through the floor.
Yeah.
Although we do get some Deadpool moments. He's like, "Hey, anyone know what the movie's gonna be?"
Exactly. So you see hints of it.
Oh yeah. If we get rid of Juggernaut, just like he has to jump out of the plane after Black Tom. We'll get back to them in 2 weeks, kids. I think Juggernaut's mad now. Wait till you make him jump out of a plane. All right, so on to
See, it's funny because it's called the circle chase. So I'm always just in my head, you know what I'm
I know
the word chase for it. It's just they should have kind of went with it. But I don't think they were that brave in '93. We still had the Comic Code Authority.
because Deadpool is such a yeah. All right, so issue 3.
Let's do it.
Oh, good lord. Issue 3 from October 1993, and quacks like a duck.
See? Duck theme.
Yes.
Just duck it.
Whoa! Oh, this one has a small summary. Ooh, cool. I was gonna say, look how big it isn't.
Look how big it is.
All right. So, the executive lead try to take out Deadpool to find out what he knows about Tolliver's will. Unfortunately, it was a trap, so Weasel could. It was a trap. Okay, whoever wrote this needs to check themselves. So Weasel could get his hands on the disc that they had. Deadpool takes out Makeshift and Riv, while Weasel takes out Comcast. Jeez, what is he?
I wish.
What is he? A tornado?
I wish.
And gets the disc. He combines it with theirs and learns that the prize is in Nepal. Copycat, though, has found her way there first and manages to get inside, only to be captured by, of course, Slayback, who wants to kill Deadpool for killing him. Again, Comcast? Is that Lilith Hellfire's mortal enemy?
Actually, it's Spectrum.
Well, yeah.
No, can't say that. All Hellfire rain down on Spectrum. They're the worst. Well, Verizon's pretty terrible too, but At least they have fiber optics in Florida.
I mean, if there's one thing that took me out of these issues, it was like every time they said Comcast, I was like, wait a minute, was that was that their name back then, or no? Was there no Comcast back then?
No, there was a Comcast back then. Comcast is a pretty old company.
So I was like, was Fabian just like
Comcast was the bane of his existence, because I know in California they're pretty terrible.
like did he have trouble like faxing the script over or something?
No, he wasn't getting they probably gypped him on the HBO package.
Oh.
Couldn't watch whatever was on in '93 on HBO. I don't know.
I know, man.
All I remember are constant repeats of maybe Beetlejuice or something. I know when I was younger, it was like always repeats of Beetlejuice on HBO.
Sounds about right. Yeah, oh yeah, they would replay the same thing 50 times. Yeah. You know, and then maybe on Friday night they'd give you Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, bro. Which based on comics, guys. So we're still.
Oh, hey, this is again. It don't matter. This is the home of
Random nonsense.
Yes.
Which we haven't done in a while. You're welcome. Like, I don't feel like they went in deep enough. Honestly, I'm okay with that. It feels very surface level. It does. Yeah. But I'm okay with that.
Again, it's still like fleshing out the character, because you know at this point he had only shown up in, you know, New Mutants and X-Force.
Exactly.
Oh my lord, is he overcompensating with this gun? Look at that, 4 barrels. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! All right.
Look at those big pouches. Look how big they are.
No, I was gonna say about the gun. You ready for a drop Lilith Hellfire? How many holes do you need, Wade?
All of them. Remember, he's pansexual.
Oh.
So these villains for the 3rd issue, or well, just side characters, whatever you want to call them. It's an interesting choice.
Very, very 90s.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, look at those costumes. Very 90s.
At least they threw in a ginger for Lilith, so there's that.
That's true. That's true. What hit me?
It's like a lot of quipping, though. This is where, like, I feel like this is the most Deadpool issue, probably, because of, like, all the, like, smart mouth quipping back and forth.
Yes. What hit me? Dumbo on skis. One of my old man's belches after Mexican food. Dick Butkus nailing on an end around.
Exactly. Dumbo on skis. One of my old man's belches after Mexican food.
Oh my.
Yikes. Chimichangas and tequila.
Again, was Fabian like working stuff out in his...
He was. I really feel like, you know, as my saying goes, all the best cowboys have daddy issues. It's true.
Daddy.
And they call themselves the executive elite.
No. What kind of name is that?
He spells it Comcast with 2 M's. So I guess we'll allow it. I don't know.
maybe for try to skirt a trademark infringement.
Exactly. And just who is Gavin and who are their sons? The International Infinite Incorporated or whatever. I was just like, okay.
Who are these people?
Jake. Well, one of them is Jacob Gavin Jr. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa's just like absolutely out of her mind, by the way.
And I guess Wade Wilson popularized the butt shot way before Dick Grayson.
Not as good. Not as good. I'm not gonna lie. Not as good. They tried it, but it's not as good. There is only one king of the booty selfies, and that is Dick Grayson.
There you go. That's true.
In your booty.
Oh my lord! And then Vanessa.
These facial expressions, though, are something to be desired. I'm just gonna leave that there for public consumption.
Especially Vanessa, it's just like, I don't know. You're a shapeshifter. You can have any shape, and it's just like, I know what'll make me more agile. Giant breasts.
You know, the easier to slap guys in the face with. Knock them right out. Wait, you guys don't watch that kind of wrestling? Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
With that sack.
Oh, to go with that. There's always something about a boy's first love. That was the password when she was trying to hack into the stupid computer, by the way. That's what she's talking about. But yeah, this is, I don't know, it seemed very generic.
Yeah. Again, more fighty than
Fighty.
Punchy. Again, maybe slowing it down a little bit just because, like the magic number, well, these days is 5, but back then it was 4.
Which is weird because 3 is better. Like everybody kind of knows. Beginning, middle, end. And then it's like, oh, epilogue. And that's when you do 4.
Yeah. Every so often we get a 3, but yeah, I think that was like their magic.
Yeah, 4 was definitely. 4. But I'm just saying, like storytelling for like most, like fantasy books and things like that. It's a trilogy, or you're gonna have a saga that may or may not be finished. Looking at you, George R.R. Martin. Where's my book? Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Burn. I'm pretty sure those books have been in the works since I've been alive. I'm going to die before those books are completed.
We need the money. Gimme.
Well, he took the money and now we need the books.
Gimme.
But anyway, I think this is this is the one that I'm not the biggest fan of. I feel like the action, like it's like we know there's one more issue, but then like the action is still rising and there's like really no like, you can't really see a resolution in sight or a purpose,
Oh yeah, definitely.
So for this to be the penultimate issue in the miniseries,
take a drink, Future Love.
Kind of disappointing.
Yeah, again, I think we were just like kind of slowing it down a little bit just because we needed one more issue out of this.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying it could have been 3 issues.
Yes, exactly. All right, so should we get to
the conclusion?
Duck Soup.
I don't really get the duck references, but if somebody knows, feel free to let us know.
What were some of them Looney Tunes references? But Duck Soup is like a Marx Brothers, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the duck season, rabbit season is definitely Looney Tunes, which is Warner Brothers. So maybe DC and AT&T have a look at that. I know you need the money. So.
Oh, dude, that's true.
Burn.
We need the money. Gimme.
Cut you, bro. Nothing cuts like a true fan telling you how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're all comedy references, but yeah, I don't know about the whole ducks thing. I don't know.
Ducks in a row, and yeah.
Maybe.
I like the duck theme. Y'all know I love a good duck. Hey-oh.
You love a what?
I love a good duck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think duck might have to be our curse word. Just duck it.
Oh, here, yeah.
It's wintering time.
Or just chimichanga, something like that. The chimichanga.
Next.
I don't know.
On it.
I'd like duck.
Duck or pouches, because, Deadpool.
I mean, I think it depends on the situation. Not. There's more than one curse word in real, So we might need a few.
But flipping is like the F word. It's perfect for everything.
Oh, for Spider-Man, definitely. But here we can use pouches and duck. All right, let's get to this ducking issue. Yes, Deadpool Circle Chase number 4 from November.
The conclusion.
November 1993. Yeah, like we said, duck soup. All right, another good quote. Packing chips. That's the greatest weapon on the face of the planet. Styrofoam packing chips. Just imagine getting nailed by some of these babies. Oh, the humanity. All right, so
there's the zaniness we've been waiting for, I guess.
wait, we're all right. So yes, Deadpool and Weasel find Tolliver's estate in Nepal and get in, taking out the monks that live there.
See, but I'm just gonna say the quote you should have used is they open up the issue with "I hate everything." I hate physical effort. I hate doing things by myself. Like that is truly the quote you should have went with.
That's the quote. That's gonna be the quote. I'm just gonna cut that out. Just you like, I hate everything. I hate it. Okay, so they take out the monks. Only they've been followed by Weapon X. Inside, Slayback, of course, is waiting for them.
Slayback!
Sounds like his name should be included in a Christmas song or Slayback. Is waiting for them with Copycat. They all begin to fight, but accidentally activate Tolliver's weapon in the process. An Adam, ADAM unit. Someone wanted it to be named Adam. It neutralizes and completely disintegrates Slayback, is about to do the same to Deadpool when he tells it that he is the only thing that can save Copycat's life. He has her absorb some of his healing abilities, and she begins to heal from being impaled by Slayback earlier.
Hey-o.
Yeah, I know. Wade wants to impale her later. I know.
I was like, who is that, Iceman?
Hey-o. Who is this eunuch?
Dr. Manhattan's cousin? Clearly.
Doesn't take after his cousin. The Atom unit then leaves, as does Weapon X, saying that he's tired of hating Deadpool's guts. Deadpool feels like he's turned over a new leaf and takes some gold items from the monastery as payment.
Boo. Stealing from a religious factor. Boo.
I was going to say, a happy ending. Stole from some monks. Basically stealing from a church.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Just Weasel dressed like a crash test dummy.
Poor Weasel. And we never saw him again. Kidding. Sarcasm.
Man, is Wade juicing or is he really hitting the gym in these days? Like,
back in the day when he cared.
Yeah, man, look at them pecs.
Back when he was an actual mercenary. You know, you have to work out, hone your skills. When's the last time we ever saw him hone his skills? Like, honestly. I'll wait.
You know, he stays home and
him and Eddie Brock were like gym buddies. You know, they call each other up.
Now he just stays home and hones his skills.
So that's it.
I mean, depending on how you do it, you can really build excellent bicep muscles, I hear.
Whoa. Oh, my Lord. People.
What do they call it? Shake weight?
Man,
nobody tell Rob.
Shake weight.
Nobody tell Rob.
You people should see the guns on Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, people who live 2,000 years in the future. I wish. This is like random dialogue in here sometimes, but that's the beauty of a Deadpool book, I guess.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I found it. All mine. Pismo Beach, here I come. Yeah.
Hey, Atom Unit 0. Just saying. They did not lie. That was true advertising.
I love how he calls it Tolliver's little love toy.
Burn. Does he feel called out?
Oh, man, Ray, I wish you'd send in feedback for this. But again, I love the art, and of course, you know, with Deadpool, you get like the Spider-Man squinty eyes.
Exactly. For people who don't want to draw eyes or feet, a bodysuit is perfect.
No, he wasn't on this.
Even though it's not even Rob Liefeld, I'm just saying.
Burn. Oh my Lord! And then just their positions when Vanessa gets impaled.
Yeah.
Wade gets nailed by that booty.
In your booty.
All right. So, any final thoughts on this, Lilith Hellfire? I guess not. Lilith
What
Hellfire.
was that, Philip?
I said, any final thoughts?
Oh. I'm glad it got better as it went along.
Yeah.
I'm glad it survived this miniseries. I don't feel like it was a good introduction to the character.
Yeah, true. It seems like there's Deadpool was just thrown into a much bigger story where he was in it, but it's like, he wasn't like the really big focus of it.
Yeah. Very generic action thriller. Not what we're going to come to know him for. So it's definitely still working out the character for sure.
It's basically, hey, let's take all this stuff that happened in X-Force, throw it in a miniseries, and Deadpool can make some jokes around it.
Okay, honestly, then that is a Deadpool formula. Well, early Deadpool anyway. So
True. I don't know do you think Fabian even like fully understood like
I don't think he
Deadpool
did.
at this point?
No way. He had ideas, and you see the hints of it, but it's definitely not fully fleshed out.
Yeah. He didn't.
Deadpool succeeded in spite of this story. I'll put it to you that way. Like I don't feel like they went in deep enough. No prison purses. Come on.
It's in his prison purse.
If he had thought of it, he might have said it.
But Juggernaut was a great touch, and I think that's my favorite issue.
What? Which one?
With Juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could do a Juggernaut Deadpool team up easily.
Ooh, or a Deadpool versus Juggernaut series.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the Thanos one.
Yeah. I could be down for that. We've got a lot more territory to farm for Deadpool gratuitous cash grabs, so
Exactly. I'm surprised they haven't done that, especially since Juggernaut showed up so early that they haven't done
and especially with the movie, they kind of play with that. So
Oh yeah, Deadpool 2. I'm surprised they didn't do that around that time.
It's not too late. We are getting Deadpool 3. I mean, it's official. Ryan's been talking about it if you're interested. But I do want to shout out him and Blake Lively. They just donated $500,000 to the homeless youth in Canada. So, Ryan Reynolds, our Lord and Savior in the Deadpool world, is a great guy. Deadpool could never.
He could.
Just doesn't want to.
He blows his money on frivolous things.
Chimichangas, alcohol, katanas, ammunition.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, anything else on these? As you beat your dogs. Phrasing. So yeah, no feedback from Ray this time. So maybe by next episode we'll have if Ray reads this, we'll have feedback from Ray. Our pace, I think, has broken, Ray.
Your what?
What?
You said pace?
I said pace, not my face.
Oh.
Lilith.
You hit him right
So
in that sack.
I'll give this a C.
Ooh.
Overall, yeah, I mean the artwork is what saves it as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, the story was just too generic, and maybe we didn't want to see what was going on with that whole X-Force thing. Like maybe we wanted something new. I thought that's what it was gonna be, honestly, when I first read it.
Yeah.
Didn't know I was gonna have to do all that damn research because come on, I'm not an X-Force fan. That is one of the worst X-Book spinoffs ever.
Oh, controversial.
Is it though?
I mean, in the 90s, it was a big thing.
Because somebody said it was. Like, it didn't even make sense to have it as a book.
What the F?
They kind of grew up the New Mutants.
Yeah, New Mutants. We all know how that turns out.
Hey, man, they got 100 issues that first series, man.
Unnecessary. That's all I'm saying. But I like classic X-Men, so
for you.
that might be a thing. I truly enjoy classic X-Men, with the exception of Marauders. I really don't like any of the spinoffs in modern times. I've just been a classic X-Men fan. Like, that's just me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we need to really. That's the problem with the Xbox now. We really need to trim down the cast.
You gotta trim the fat, absolutely. Like, it's diluting the brand for sure.
Give us 2 X-Men books, one with the original team, one with the,
whoever else the hell you want.
the second with Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler. We don't need all these. We need 20 million.
I don't, and controversial opinion, probably not. I don't appreciate our quote unquote modern foundation of the X-Men because they're cloned plant people. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes, we've realized Charles Xavier is a villain, and maybe Magneto was right, but not at this cost. Not at this cost.
And I was thinking the other day, you know what? Everyone talks about how Cyclops is like a douche now, and it's like
he's always been a douche. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, even I think Chris Claremont said it not too long ago. It's like when they had him, leave his wife and baby to run back to Jean Grey when she was resurrected.
I mean, I've always known Scott was a douche. Y'all are just catching up. That's all I'm saying.
But no,
I've got beef with them summer boys from day one.
But I think he suffers from the Hank Pym of it all, where it's like, unless there's like some outside influencing you, you never really bounce back from bad decisions. Like, like Hal Jordan and Scarlet Witch. Oh, they were under the influence of some evil entity,
Jean Grey has owned up to it. That's all I'm saying. She's the only one.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like, even if you're like, oh yeah, Hank Pym had a nervous breakdown. It's like, yeah, so no one was manipulating.
He was still a jerk before backhanded people.
Exactly.
Give him the old Hank Pym.
So it's like, yeah, Cyclops is leaving his wife and stuff. And just literally.
Because they didn't matter. We all knew they weren't real. It didn't matter.
Although I heard a new rumor about when they started X-Force, they brought her back for X Factor. I'd heard the rumor that they were going to use Dazzler instead of Jean, but then I heard another rumor. They were saying instead of that, they were just going to maybe activate Jean's sister's latent X genes, so it would have been like Jean Grey's sister.
Oh, we would have burned it down. I think.
My God.
We would have burned the whole place down if that had went down.
Can you imagine if Scott tried to sleep with her sister? Oh my God.
Them summer boys ain't right, bro.
No, man.
That whole family tree is a little. We might want to investigate it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're done with her? I'll take her. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
The X world is messed up in a very fascinating way, and I hope that they recover soon.
Exactly.
# not my canon.
All right, now that we've insulted everyone's favorite X stories, can we get out of here?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, everyone. So, yes, send your thoughts. We only have one more Wade's World for the year. The miniseries.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because remember, we switched with Comic Capers. So, yeah, only one more Wade's World. Deadpool, what is it? Sins of the Past, the next miniseries after this, which I believe was written by Mark Waid.
Which is funny because in the trades they usually put Circle Chase and that one with each other.
Yeah.
For the most part. So it's a nice 2-for-1. Hell.
That's right. And we get the return of the Juggernaut. All right, so send us your thoughts. Come on, Ray. Come on, round out the years.
The Juggernaut. Come on, bruh.
I'm the Juggernaut. Anyway, send your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
38 Capes.
That's right. And remember to follow Wade's World on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find links to all of it. Link to this YouTube. You can watch the video. Follow Mercs with Mouths, our Facebook group. But yeah, links to merch, links to Patreon, links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Get yourself some headphones, kids.
Yes, that is the greatest weapon. The Tweaked Audio headphones. Get yourself a pair of those. And
you could choke a man out with them. Pretty strong cords, just saying. Allegedly.
Drop. Anyway, yes. And remember, you should be staying at home. So while you're at home, go pick up not Pod Life.
He meant Hunt to Killer, guys.
Well,
escape room in a box you can enjoy with your family in such trying times.
Well, get both. I mean, the holiday season. Yes, get Hunt to Killer and pick up Pod Life, the book, Volume 1.
Yes, for people who like to read.
For the 6 of you that are left, yes. Pod Life, the book, now in digital paperback. Audio version coming soon. Charlie Esser's chomping at the bit. He keeps bad-mouthing Rob that it's not out yet. But yes, Pod Life, the book, Volume 1. And when you go on Amazon to do all your shopping, like the Great Lilith Hellfire, use the link for Southgate.
This is an Amazon house!
Right there in the show notes.
Siri, be gone!
But yes, use the code for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that 90s man himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. You're weak sauce.
All right.
Charlie's not here. Don't use that drop.
What? Your weak sauce?
Yeah, that's a Charlie drop.
Oh, well, I could have went.
Nice mustache, Charlie.
Exactly.
Where can people find you, Lilith Hellfire?
You nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs because next year the TV shows are back and I'm ready to hate tweet. So find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. On the ground with your cool kids and the hip grandparents at Lilith Hellfire 86 for boring life updates like smoothies and puppies. Yay! But for the memes at Lilith Hellfire. And for even more memes, follow at Lilith Hellfire 69 on TikTok too. I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
For all her 12-year-old fans on TikTok.
The balls haven't even dropped yet. Oh God, no! I hope they're not.
What, 12?
I don't want to get hit with Copa. Oh no!
Oh jeez. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Again, come back next time in 2 weeks. The end of 2020. I don't think any of us want to stay in 2020.
So ready for this year to be over with, bro.
Even the time travelers don't come here.
Lock the doors when you pass 2020.
Seriously, take COVID to some other year.
We got vaccine. It's fine.
Oh, true.
Wait, world. Wait, world. Wait, world. Wait, world.
It was vodka. That's how Lil went for the year 3000. All right.
And don't forget tequila.
Until next time, maximum effort, zero
common sense, and we will see you next Thursday. Get it?